Hello guys, it's Verzikten here. Today I have very interesting clips. Please enjoy and I'll see you on the next video.
All right, so Vegas. So we went to Vegas, guys. This past couple days. I'm sure you guys have heard all the stories. I'll give you obviously some from my perspective. Cam, you think for the 3 months I have a really bad vlog, like as in I forgot to vlog most of the trip. It was one of those trips I'd say like you just forget to vlog because you're like just having a good time and you don't want to really like, you know, everyone's having a good time. You're like, hey, can I vlog this? You know, so, but I did vlog some stuff. So there's not nothing. But a lot of it was just really fun. So let me start with the first day. That day, hold on, sorry, I'm getting text. Oh gosh. Okay. So what'd I say? Okay. So look at my nails. Okay. So I got my nails done, you know, nice and pretty. Something about having my nails done. I know before I go to Vegas, I like to have them done because when I sit down at a blackjack table and I'm like, split one card, please. Hit. I feel cool. I feel like I have pretty hands, you know? So I just, you know, so I want to get my nails done versus like everyone's staring at your hands, you know? Well, at least I'm staring at my hands. So I want to get my nails done. So I got my nails done, right? And when I was at my nail appointment, I was getting my nails done. I was like, oh gosh. So I started panicking because I was going to be like sort of cutting the flight. Like it was going to be a bit like, you know, little time, right? So I actually had like a call that I was supposed to make at 1 o'clock. And then I was supposed to go at 1:35 to the airport, right? And I'm there at 12:30, like just finishing at 12:30. I'm like, there's no way because I haven't even started packing. Okay, I didn't pack at all until, God, I didn't pack before I left. So I was 12:30. I'm supposed to leave at 1:30. I'm still getting my nails done in Koreatown. And like, I'm like, and I had a meeting at 1 p.m. I'm like, what am I doing? This is not going to work. So I'm like getting one hand done, texting the Discord with the other hand. Like, hey, cannot make me, and then the lady staring at me like, I need your hand, and I was like, sorry, cannot make me. And so finally I get out and I'm like zooming home, like, okay, and then I get a call. Okay, sorry if my frames are dropping, it's not you, it's me. I see the frames going a little bit. So then I get a call from Edison, okay, and I'm like, okay, he's calling me. So, also before I was at the nail appointment, I texted Edison asking if he could come grab Sock for me and then take him back to his place because I didn't have time anymore to take Sock to his place first. So, because Andy was gonna take care of Sock and Andy and Jason, his roommates. So anyways, sorry. Okay, so I'm on the way back, rushing home to get to the airport. And Edison calls me and he said, Leslie? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Leslie. And I was like, what's wrong? Like, you know, you can hear when it's like someone's freaking out. He was freaking out. And I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, Sock's missing. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, Sock's missing right now. And I was like, what do you mean? Tell me context, what happened? And he said, like, I went to pick him up from your place and I didn't find your carrier. So I figured I could just take him into the car and then carry him, you know, into my apartment. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, well, when I got to my place and I opened the car door, he jumped out of the car and like skidded under a car. And so then I went to look for him and I couldn't find him. And I've been looking like under every single car for like 20 minutes. And I didn't want to call you because I know you have a flight and I didn't want to stress you out, but like, I can't find him. And I was like, oh God, don't panic. Okay, I'm coming. And he's like, how fast? I'll be there in 5 minutes. So I was like driving, like flying back, like almost crashed into a car. I was like, okay, I can't. And I was thinking, oh my God, imagine I like Socks gone, car crash, everything is like, you know, so I was zooming, sorry, I was hearing XQC's voice in my head. Dog died, cat died. Sorry, Blau was imitating XQC all weekend, so I was in my, so we're zooming back. And okay, hold on, let me just make sure I got it. Discord is going off. Okay, so flying back, I park and Edison lets me in through the side and he's like, okay, we're in this parking garage, and he said he's like been watching the exit of it and there's only like one exit out. So he's like, I'm 100% sure Sock is in here. I just don't know where because there's like 25 cars in here. He could have gone anywhere. And he said he's been looking under all the cars, all this stuff. And then he said he's been watching the exit and talking to every single person that's like come in and out, and they've all not seen him, or he's not run out there. So I'm like, okay. So I start like looking, and then Edison tells me something that terrifies me. He's like, I've been under these cars, and I realized like he could be in the engines of the cars. And apparently like cats actually really like to hide in car engines because it's like warm, and like a lot of stray cats are in car engines. I didn't know that. And so he was like, he's probably in an engine like of a car. And I was like, what? So I went from like, oh yeah, we'll find him, to like, oh God, I've lost my cat. Like this is it. It's over. Sock is gone. And so I was freaking out about Sock. And sorry, are my frames okay? I see them going to like 3,000. I just want to make sure everything's okay before, like, you know, sorry. God. Spoiler alert, we found him, okay? So just in case. So I got the end of this. Yeah, so Sock's missing, and we never found him. Went to Vegas anyway. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, anyway, so I realize he might be under the engine. I'm freaking out. Edison's freaking out. Someone comes down the elevators, and Edison's like, hey, excuse me, our cat is missing, and like if you could please, like when you get into your car, turn on the car and just wait for 10 seconds so we can make sure he's not gonna like jump out or anything. Please, I'm so sorry. And they're like, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Everyone was so nice and like, do you need help? I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, we'll find him. Go about your day. But like they all they really didn't need to spoil it. Of course we found Sock. I don't know if you're serious, but of course we found my cat. Bruh. Okay. Anyway, so it was under. So the lady would turn her car on, and Edison would like kind of like do. Anyway, so in and out, people are coming in, and I'm starting to panic because it's like, you know, like my cat's gone, and I'm freaking out, and I'm thinking like, oh my God, what if Sock is in an engine? What if he's sitting in an engine and one of the ladies drove off? What if he's still in the engine? She drives off with our cat in her engine. Like I was literally like, oh God. I'm like making sure he's not there. Just like, and I had just read this story about this guy who like got stuck in a cave, like years ago, like climbing, and he died inside of a cave because he couldn't breathe and all this stuff. So I was thinking, oh my God, what if Sock went too far into an engine and then like he's stuck in the engine? So I kind of started to cry. I was like, God, Sock. I was trying not to freak Edison out. Like I was crying, but he was freaking out. And Edison was like under every single car. His entire shirt was just black, and he was like under every car with a flashlight. And then I was like, he's like, you should cry out for him. You should like yell. You should, you know, call his name. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I was like, Sykkuno. And we hear a meow, and like, meow. And it was like his janky meow. And I was like, oh my God, I heard a meow. And 100% I heard a meow. And I couldn't figure out where I heard it from, but we heard it, and it was, you know, you just know it's your cat, right? So I was like looking, and I was like, I think it was from this side because Edison was on the other side of the garage, and he didn't hear anything. So I was like, it's over here. So kept looking and looking, couldn't find anything. So this is like, you know, I started to think that I imagined his meow because it'd been like maybe 10 minutes of us just looking around the area I thought I heard it from. 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes, another person comes in the garage. I'm watching the exit. Edison's like talking to them and telling them to be really careful when they park. And they're like, yeah, don't worry. I'm like, so just watching everything. And I start to feel really stressed out because I'm like, oh gosh, okay. I'm like telling the group, hey, I'm going to miss my flight. I'm not going to make it to Vegas maybe because I need to find my cat. And if I can't find my cat, I'm not going to come to Vegas. Edison's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Maybe you miss your flight, maybe miss the trip. And I was like, don't worry. We're going to find him. So maybe like another 15 minutes pass, and we're like pretty much like feel like giving up because we had been under every single car, looked everywhere, and in like this little room, just every corner of the garage, we like started from every car, and like Edison got under every car he could, looked through the engine. We were like tapping with like trying to scare him out with like a stick. And so I was like sitting there just like kind of crying, like panicked and alone, just like, yeah, he's gone, Sock's gone, and I don't know what to do. And I was like looking up like, you know, places I could call to report him missing, and putting up like, how can I have time to put up flyers for Sock. And like, I was just like, damn, what to do when your cat goes missing. And anyway, as I'm sitting there giving up, I hear his lick. He's licking his lips. I hear the lick. And I was like, I know that sound anywhere, right? I whip my eyes like to the direction and I see a car wheel, and then I see a tail like around the wheel, and I follow the tail up, and in between those car rim things, I make dead eye contact with him. 2 eyes just like peeping behind the tire, okay? Peeping behind the tire. I have a photo of this. All right? Oh my God. Where is this photo? It's a really scuffed photo. I could barely see him, but a photo is a photo. Actually, I'm not sure if this photo is good. Let me see. Oh my God. Help! Oh, bruh. Please. Thank you, mods. You guys are the best. Okay. Okay. Let me find this photo. Hold on. Okay. I think Edison sent it to me. Okay. So. Oh my God, honey. It's so sad. Can you see? Honey, he was in the tire. He's in the tire of the car. I wanted to cry. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know how he got up there in the tire, like on tire. It was, I don't know how he did it. So I was like, Sock. I was like, Edison, I found him. And he's like, what? And I was like, I found him. And I was trying to like, I could get my arm up in there, but like I couldn't pull him out. It was like too tight of a space. And I realized like he started like he couldn't figure out how to go forward or backwards, because it was like he was just in this cramped space on the tire. And I was like, oh my God, I was trying to get him, and like my hands were just like black from trying to grab him. And eventually we got some like wet food, and then like he was darting, like following the food, and then I put it behind him, and like, I don't know, food really motivated him, and he like figured it out, and he went, yeah, and jumped underneath and got out to find the wet food, and then I snatched him from under and I held him, and he was freaking out. He was so stressed, and like he was like clawing at me everywhere. In essence, like, give him to me. I deserve all the claws. Just let him scratch me. I was like, are you sure? He's like, I deserve it. I lost him. I was like, no. And then his sock was like, and then we brought him in, and man, poor boy. Can you see? Oh, dirty. Look how dirty he was. He was all covered in dirt. Sykkuno, where are you, honey? Sykkuno. I gave him a good bath. Anyway, so yeah, it was all brown and dirty and meowing just nonstop, and I was so stressed. And then but we found him, and I like, oh gosh. I never thought I'd be in that situation. I was just running around a parking garage, like under all the cars. And so then I'm sitting at Edison's place, just kind of like holding Sock. And then I look, and I'm like, okay, I think obviously like, so for my flight, I was taking into account packing, right? So I looked at the time of my flight, and I realized like technically I could still make my flight if I really tried, and I didn't wear any makeup, and I didn't and I just threw everything into a bag and ran, right? So then I was like, Edison, I think I can make my flight. And he's like, really? Because I looked at booking the same day flight, and it was $500, okay? $500. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I was like, I'm not going to book a flight. I'm not going to drive. I don't know. So I was like, I'm going to make this flight. So then I drive back here, zoom, I go into my suitcase, and I throw everything I can find just into a bag. And I was like, I don't even care. I'm like, I'll just wear, I have a mask on. No one's going to be able to see what I look like, right? I was like, even though I was like, I'm going to be meeting everybody today like, for the first time, I'm going to look hella scuffed, but I don't care. Zoomed out the door. Edison zooms me to the airport, and I make the flight. Literally perfect time. As soon as I get out, I literally get into the boarding area, and they're like, I don't even get to sit down, and they're like, we're boarding. And I was like, so I get on the flight, zoom there, looking super scuffed, whatever. We make it to Vegas. Let's go. Okay, so we made it. Our rooms are Edison says like the reservations at the Venetian, so I go to the Venetian hotel, and then when we're there, I get to the front of the line, and then they said you don't have any reservation under your name. And I was like, no, I do. And he's like, no, you don't. And I was like, but I do. And he's like, no, you don't. So I was like, okay, well, I'll have Edison call you. And then Edison called them, and Edison's like, it's actually at the Palazzo. And I was like, sounds good. So I go to the Palazzo. And as I leave the Palazzo, I look up and I see RAYC. And he's like looking kind of like kind of lost. So I was like, Ray. And he's like, oh. And I was like, Ray. And then, so we met at first, saw Ray. It was actually my second time meeting him. The first time was a 100 Thieves party, but it just felt like I've met him many times, but it was actually only our second time. He was cheerful as always, had his luggage, and we lugged our stuff over to the Palazzo together. And then we got our rooms, and then I went up to the, I'm not going to be this detailed about the entire trip, by the way. I realize I'm giving like every single detail, and that's going to take me hours, okay? Aaron, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back, Aaron. I mean, we'll see. Okay, you want the details? Okay, I'll try and give the details, but like not obviously the boring stuff. So we walk up, and then I was like, oh, instead of telling them we're here, let's just knock on the doors. Because I knew we had like 19, 21, and 23 for our rooms. So we're on the floor, and I just go, knock, 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 knock on all the doors and just wait, because those are all of our rooms. So I'm like, and they're all like right next to each other. So I'm like, kind of pause champ. Tony and Britt, you guys gonna come out? And then this like, the door flies open, and this like random lady is like, excuse me? And we're like, so sorry. And I was like, oh, wrong room. It's actually not 20. Like I knocked on 22. It was 23. so she closed her door. And then I tried again. Knock, 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 knock. And I ran down the hall to knock on the third one. And then we hear the door open, and Tony is there, and Britt's there, and it was so cute. Actually, we have this, like, I think Ray has it somewhere. Probably he has the footage, but we filmed that whole thing, even with the random lady opening the door. I don't know if he deleted that part, but so then we all walked in, we hugged, and then what happened that day? Oh yeah, so we had a reservation at Nobu. If you guys have been to Nobu, it's like this super good sushi place. So I told them like I need to unpack my stuff, get ready, because I'm super scuffed. I told them my struggles with SOCKO and all this stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, go get ready. So I went to get ready. Luckily I'd like just bought these shoes, and they're really cute and comfortable. So I like put them on, and then like I realized something, like you have really lazy fashion, but as long as you have cute shoes, honestly, shoes kind of are your outfit. Like you can kind of bum it and then have like bing bang bop great shoes, and like your outfit looks great. And on the flip side, you can have a really great outfit, but if you're wearing like really dirty flip-flops or something that are like really old or have holes in them, like your outfit kind of gets ruined. So shoes are kind of important. I understand now why people like care so much about shoes. I had these boots on and I felt great. Moon Knight with the 10 gifted subs. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. Money Moy with the 38 months. Welcome back. Okay, so then zoom. Okay. So then as we're getting ready, wait a minute. We went to Starbucks first. Oh my gosh, because me and Ray hadn't eaten all day. I was like starved. I was actually like so hungry, and like no coffee. So we went downstairs, and I don't know what it was. The pumpkin cream cold brew and the cheese date. No, it was a sausage egg muffin thing, whatever. It was the best thing I'd ever eaten, like from Starbucks ever. I think specifically because I was so hungry, but it was so good. So we're just like munch. Sip. +1. Okay. Sorry. So then what happened after that? Okay, Blau and T get there. Okay, Blau and T show up. It's super cute seeing them meet for the first time, because like they're the clean boys. I'm just clean boys and friends. So like it was so cute to see them meet in person. Like they were like hugging, and like I don't know, Blau, something I learned about him is he's got like so much energy, and he is like the life of the party. He is that guy that like dances when he's sober. He's like such a good, fun person to be around. I love his energy. Like I didn't know that. I've known Blau like loosely for years, because we used to he was a Riot. He was on the Riot playtesting team. I playtested a couple champions. So but very professional. Like I'd get there and like, he's like, all right, hey guys, we're gonna, very professional setting. So I never actually really got to know him until recently. I told him on the trip, like, dude, I'm really glad like we became like friends, like actually got to hang out. Cause he went from that to like, I'd see my esports parties. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, T? Hey, Blau, hug, quick, small talk. And then you'd like go off to be with your friends. Right. And so I was just very happy that I had gotten to like there and then to actually get to go on a trip with him and T. It was really, really cool. So anyways, Blau gets there, T's there. The only person we're waiting on, side note, Edison decided to come 2 days later because of work. So he decided to join us 2 days later. So the only person we're waiting on is Sykkuno now. And everyone's super excited to meet Sykkuno, and we have the dinner reservation. So I was like, we should go to the dinner thing. Let's do it. So we go to Nobu, and Sykkuno's there early, or we're there late. And he's like, help, guys, I'm cringing in a corner. Please, like, when are you guys getting here? Oh, God, I showed up too early. And we're like, we're coming. So we run, and we're like, and he's standing there, like, just awkward as ever. But in the, as you'd expect, he's like, hello. Hi guys, and like Sykkuno. No one knows whether to hug him or not hug him. People are like he just stood there when everyone hugged him. But we eventually got into Nobu and it was amazing. Man, bougie. Tony bought a $150 whiskey, like old fashioned, for him and Blau. Like the drink was $150. I was like, what? I was like, this better be incredible. So I sipped it and it was just regular. Well, I don't really have a refined taste when it comes to whiskey, but I was like, it doesn't taste like whiskey. But they liked it, I think. Or yeah. Anyway, so then we ate and the table was really big, so it was harder to hear everybody, but we still had a good time. It was nice. It was also very loud in the restaurant. Anyways, I went to the restrooms. The bathrooms in Nobu are like amazing. In Vegas, all the bathrooms, they're incredible. They're great. So then we're there at the table and we try to pay. And then Tony's like, and we're like, what? And he's like, he had already paid. He had called the waiter over and he's like, I got the bill. And so he paid before the check even showed up. And we're like, oh, okay. All right. This is how it's going to go. Every single bill was never seen. It was a game, the whole trip. It was a game of who could find the waiter first and pay for the bill. Everyone did it. I did it too, but everyone did it. They're like, okay, we're going to play this game. So everyone would show up and like, where's the bill? And we're like, so yeah, it was this is what in Asian, always people are fighting over the bill. I'm paying. And anyway, so it was cute. Anyway, so we left Nobu, and that night we kind of, I'm sorry, did anything happen? I wrote notes down just in case. Oh, okay. Did we go shopping? I don't think we went shopping. Okay. So then we're hanging out with Sykkuno, right? And Sykkuno met up with everybody. And I actually thought Sykkuno was going to sort of leave. Like, I thought he was going to just show up occasionally. But I was like, so you're going to stay over with us? We have hotel rooms. And he's like, you're going to see me all scuffed. And I was like, no, Sykkuno, we don't care. You're not going to be scuffed. He's like, you're going to see me all scuffed. And I was like, just come. And he's like, well, I don't have a toothbrush and I don't have pajamas and I don't have anything. I was like, well, then let's go to Walgreens. So then he's like, okay. So we go to Walgreens and this is where we picked out. I was like, that's a shirt I have with Wendy. You got to get it too. So me, Britt, Tony, I forgot, 4 of us, and Sykkuno bought the shirt. Okay. And then Sykkuno bought like a shower cap, and there was like a $7 option, a $3 option, and a $1 option. He's like, guess how much this one is? I was like, $1. He's like, got the $1 shower cap. I was like, proud of you, happy for you. So he got a shower cap, and then we got and then we got the shirts, we got toothpaste, Side note, I didn't bring my toothbrush the trip, and I never bought a toothbrush, so I was struggle busting the trip. I actually ended up washing Edison's toothbrush like really intensely, and I shared his toothbrush. I'm like, I hate that. Like, I can't share a tooth, but you know, but I hot water like, and then the first 2 nights I brushed with my finger, and it was really, really scuffed. But I could, it was like I was always like, oh, I'll buy a toothbrush. I'll buy a toothbrush. You know what I mean? All right. Pause. Okay. I didn't know about the whole front desk having toothbrushes or any of that stuff. I struggled the whole weekend. Okay. Anyway, so we buy all the stuff, and we go back. Okay. We get all comfortable. And then someone has a grand idea of watching The Conjuring 3. I think it was Tony and Britt. Oh yes, Banana, I think about 32 months. At 5 in the morning. Yeah, by the way, this is like super late. I think did we gamble? How come it became 5 a.m. so quick? Like, why was it 5 at this point? I think it was like 3 after. We definitely gambled. There was some degenerate gambling going on, and it was not me. I'm not a degenerate gambler. I thought I was until until Blau and Tony. Tony's a degenerate. But so is Blau. And I went in a couple times with them, and we lost. Oh gosh. Just thinking. Lost so much. But I made it back. But still lost so much initially. Oh, it hurt bad. Blau had a hand. He had a blackjack hand that, it was like, I think it was like a $500 bet or something. Maybe 1,000. I don't want to know. I don't remember. It was like one of them, 500. I think it was 500. He had a split, double, oh god, it was like $4,000 on the table after it was out, and the dealer had a 3. I was like, oh my god, my heart. The dealer flips an 8 and a 10 into a 21, and she's like, scoop, and we were like, oh my god. It was rough. It was really hard to watch. I felt so bad. It was like one of those situations that like anyone would take because it's such a favorable thing. Like it seems like one of those just great situations. But what I've learned from blackjack in this weekend is that under every 6 is a 5, and under every 8 is a 3, and every 3 is an 8, and a 5 is a 3, is a 6. It's always that. Okay, that's always the case. Anyways, Hexper, thank you for the 8 months. Okay, so some degenerate gambling happened. Then we went back to our rooms. We watched The Conjuring at 5 in the morning. And then everyone started to fall asleep. So then I went to, first of all, like my bed, the one I was supposed to sleep on, Sykkuno passed out in the bed. So now I was like, dang it, I have to sleep on the couch. Darn you. So I got my stuff up. I was like, I'm gonna wake him up now. And I walked over to the couch and like pulled it out on the pull-out couch, but it was still comfortable. It was great. But anyways, so got my bed going. So Ray and Sykkuno slept in the bed. It was cute. And then I was on the couch, very comfy. We woke up at like 3 p.m. or something, 4 p.m. And then begins day 2. Okay.